everyone, this is Bake for Life, coming to you live from the tail end of TFcon Chicago 2016. This is a early preview of Mastermind Creations reformatted Tyrantronus, or Tyrantron, depending on what accessories you have from him. And obviously he is an IDW inspired and really nice looking Megatron or Megatronus. So let's just do a really quick 360 while I talk a bit. So this is a preview. This guy was just shown off this week at TFcon Chicago, and he surprised a lot of folks, yours truly included, on the release. There was a little bit of hintage at him in Carnifex's comic, included comic, spoiler alert, I should have did that ahead of time, but that just released, that just dropped. Some people still don't even have Carnifex yet, so I haven't seen the comic. But at the end, a Megatron that looks very much like this came out. And so people were thinking, oh, Megatron is coming somewhere down the line, but there's a bunch of figures that are coming out. No, this guy is obviously very close to release given how final this is. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm not going to be able to do any transformation or alt mode, just because they didn't actually get all the parts sent. Even for robot mode, he should have a little cannon piece that attaches to this hole here. He only has one cannon with him right here. The other one went with the other sample. So he's going to have two cannons as well as some add-on sets that basically allow you to convert him from Megatron to Megatronus, the pre and post, Decepticon version of him and so forth. So yeah, let's go ahead and just get into articulation really quick, because I think a lot of people like that. You can hear these ratchets nice and tight. He does have a bicep swivel. He does have, it looks like only one elbow joint, but you can see he bends quite a bit. He has hands, along with this really nice sword. Got some bubbles in it, but this is a pre-production sample. Nicely gunmetal painted handle, and has some of these sharp spikes that tell you not to mess with me. Wrist swivel. He has the kind of standard, almost like Coulter hands, I think. The Coulter hands, which are one molded piece for all four fingers. Sorry, let me try to focus there. All four fingers, and then a standard stable thumb. His head does swivel back and forth. It does have a little bit of limitation because of the size of his helmet and the size of his kind of, I guess, what are these, trapezius muscles? It does feel like he's on a ball joint, so he does get the head bobble up and down. Not a whole lot down, but the face sculpt, let's zoom in on the face sculpt real quick. That looks really good. Pretty much spot on for what I think, an Alex Milne designed Megatron looks like. And shout out to Alex, he was here this weekend doing autographs and such and so forth, selling some product. It's good to always see him again. He does have a really tight waist swivel, so again, tolerances need to be adjusted, but he does have a nice friction waist swivel. He has some side hip skirts as well as some front hip skirts that get out of the way of your leg articulation. Ratcheted, pretty far forward, pretty far back. This much out to the side. He has these kind of thigh covers, so if you swivel them out of the way, you can get about 90 degrees going out. He does have double jointed knees, so one up here, and then another one down here, almost 90 degrees on both, so he can come up really, really far back. Excellent articulation on the knees. He does have a thigh swivel up here, and again, this piece rotates around as well. The ankles, they are on a tilt, so you can get quite a bit out, quite a bit in. His toe is on a separate swivel on a pin, as is his heel, and I believe the whole piece I think is on a really solid ball joint. I can't really tell for sure, but given how much range of articulation it has, I think it is, because you can even go a little bit left to right, kind of twisting. So yeah, really, really nice articulation on this guy. Let's see if there's anything else I can mention. So he has ports on the side of his arm. Again, tolerance issues. Here, there's actually a big chunky square and a peg, so you get a lot of friction there, as you can see. when I try to take it off. You can put it on either arm if you want. And again, he's going to come with 2 of these, so he's going to have this kind of spaceship mode. His alt mode, I think, is the spaceship kind of tank, or yeah, I think it has wings attachments, but it also has these treads. So I'm not sure, honestly, if he has 3 modes or if it's just 2 modes that are kind of a tank jet. But yeah, I guess it would fold over like that. In any case, the more comic accurate and G1 kind of throwback is a rounder one that we saw in pictures. It was on display as well, and that front part will unpeg so that you can put on the drill attachment, so you can kind of be a drill guy. Sorry about that squeaking. And then the gun barrel up here, faux gun barrel up here, will also have a drill attachment. And then the whole chest comes out as well, so you won't have these red dots or these curly Qs. And I think the forearms as well. Yeah, I think these pieces on the forearms, shoulders, not forearms. Learn anatomy, Henry. So those take off, and you attach those, and I think the kind of curly Qs are actually on the shoulders, if I'm not mistaken. So you're going to have a lot of display options with this guy. I think it's really nice that they're including all that, which is great. Again, I can't do transformation, but let's just give you one quick 360 again before we sign off. I'm happy to answer any questions on this, but I don't know a lot about it, to be perfectly honest. As I said, it just kind of caught all of us off guard here. And if you ask P4L, he wants to take this guy home right away. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, this guy was definitely the hit of the show. I was lucky enough to be helping out at the MMC Ocular Max booth, and everybody was just, on the floor looking at this guy. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. I'll be doing another quick preview shortly for you guys that you guys should be excited about as well. But once more news comes out on this guy, I'll let you know on my Facebook page or my YouTube channel or Instagram or Twitter. I'm not really sure where. But yeah, thanks again to Mastermind Creations for letting me do this early preview for everyone.